And we are live.
Hello, everybody. Whoever's watching.
Wow. Yes, good morning, everyone. What a smoother transition this was.
Yeah. Right?
All right, well, we're live on what you call it now. Now we
Okay.
should be live on YouTube. Check it.
We are. I just got the notification.
Yes.
How was your week, dear?
And I've got a white screen.
You got a white screen?
Yeah, I've got a white screen on my YouTube studio. Why am I on YouTube? Why am I on studio?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. That's right. I don't watch it from YouTube now, do I?
You don't have to. No. To see the comments, you might want to because StreamYard is like 30, 40 seconds behind. But
All right. Are you seeing us when you go to YouTube? Are you seeing us? Oh, that's right. You're on YouTube. You're not
yeah,
you don't have the StreamYard.
No. Right now I'm on the computer. I can see us on StreamYard just fine, but on my phone I have YouTube pulled up, and it's like 30 seconds delayed, but I can still see us.
Okay. I think my just slow. Or my computer itself is slow.
Yeah.
Now see if anybody comes in.
I don't see anyone yet.
I can't even bring up YouTube on my computer right now.
Yeah. So which one are you working on?
I am working on Hope Runs Deep.
Oh, okay.
I know it's Christmas. Trying to get it done. It's like I just want it done.
Right.
I mean, there's been it's not going to get done. It'll just sit and
yeah.
A reason to
Yeah.
I sad.
That's what I said too, but I started another one yesterday. I needed a break from squares and rounds. And I feel like I haven't finished a canvas in forever. So I'm trying to knock out what I have.
Plus, I do want to have this done for Christmas.
Right. I get it. I should be working on my mermaid one that I hate so much because that needs to be done in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. But I can't.
That's how I am. When I finished was Willow.
Yeah. The last one I finished was
2 weeks ago.
I think that's about right.
It's been 2
I can't remember
weeks.
the last one I finished. I want to say it was actually the Diamond Dots skull that Dave had finished or started and I finished.
Wait a minute, Mikey, because you froze up. You froze up. I mean, like, I didn't hear you. Froze.
It keeps going in and out.
I see that. He is
What?
so it's pulling that resource. And there, because you're internet and get choppy. You're gonna have to wait till I'm done with my. I didn't figure you'd have to jump up. Especially if you're supposed to do your schoolwork, remember? On the computer. All right, let's see if that helps.
All right. I was saying, I think the last one I
At this point, it
was,
just might be you and me.
yeah, it might be. But that's what the replay button's for. Oh, good morning, Jamie. How are you today, Jamie?
Yeah, I don't see anybody here.
I just got it like a minute ago. She said, nope, I'm here.
Try my YouTube. See, because that's probably wrong.
Yeah.
Morning, Jamie. Something at the moment. Whoa.
Oh, goodness. StreamYard always leaves a delay. All right.
Fun.
Goodness. I forgot what's envelopes doing. Oh, E. Okay.
I cannot get this to do.
She said,
Page.
I'm hurting. It's a
See your comment, everybody. Oh, there they catching up.
okay. Yeah, there's a really bad delay through StreamYard and YouTube. But
oh, just what I need.
I'm good.
My internet's that bad.
I can hear you just fine. You're not breaking up or anything.
I'm to open up because I can only view off a stream.
Right.
Let's see if it's ever going to open.
Jamie says it's pretty pixelated with the audio. Both of us, or just her, or? Yeah. That's how I have YouTube pulled up. I have YouTube on my phone, reading the comments. Because if we wait for StreamYard to update the chat, you're waiting forever. Jamie says that
Okay.
my audio is
Let's
good,
see here.
but Melissa, yours is pixelated. It may be her internet. She's having a little bit of technical difficulties.
To setting. Everything.
Pulled up. I have you reading her stream. It's really far behind.
Bye-bye YouTube there. All right, Leo.
It sounds
It
better
says disable
now.
audio processing.
It sounds better now. I wouldn't mess with it. It sounds better. It sounds better now. I wouldn't mess with it. Yeah, but your YouTube's on.
Yeah.
I can hear your YouTube. I can hear you.
All right. All right. How
It's a little
about
bit
now?
delayed, but yeah, it's fine.
Such a huge. I don't know. My phone and my internet.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if let's see what my speed is this morning.
Slow.
Holy smoke.
That would explain it.
Oh shoot, wait a minute. I forgot I turned my Wi-Fi off. No wonder I was slow.
Your data?
Data.
Your data?
Yeah. I have to try this again.
Jamie says that's got to be a struggle for fighting through.
Yeah, I had forgot that I turned off the Wi-Fi.
She's still hearing only about a third of every word.
I'm getting my download speed's 303 Mbps.
Yeah.
And my upload is 31 Mbps.
I can hear you fine right now, but. Oh, she says you're coming in more clearly now.
Sometimes you start out. Oh, good. Maybe pung it.
It's still a little bit delayed, but.
All right. Eventually, I'm gonna get this figured out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when, but if only. All right. Let's see.
She said, "There
I can't
you are.
remember which one we had.
Good morning.
Had the better. There one's better. I'm still really dumb. Good morning. I still have a little bit of a lag.
Yeah.
I need to run down and grab my pens. I forgot my pens down
Okay.
a couple minutes because I'm gonna heat up.
Okay.
My coffee's gotten cold through this whole process. I'll be right back.
It's okay. Take it. I am going to restart my YouTube thing because it is bad delay. All right. Let's try that. It's, yeah, she went to go get her pens and to warm up her coffee since it got cold in the process. So, thanks for sticking with us, Jamie. Goodness. Maybe next week we'll get it right. It's a learning process. Jamie, thank you. This is the first time I pulled out this rose in a while. Like, I haven't really been doing too much diamond painting. I mean, I've been in between my Confetti Hell Mermaid that I really can't stand, but I have to finish, and this rose and Betsy Lynn, and I started a special drill last night. Not last night, the night before last or something like that. Because I needed something different. I'm feeling like I'm getting burnt out, honestly. And I hate that. I've also switched to coloring a little bit. I'm not diamond painting as much as I used to. I'll just say that. And I haven't finished anything in a while. So I'm trying to just shove through it. And look, there's not as much trash in this rose like there is Betsy Lynn. Still a lot of trash for Diamond Art Club, but not as much as Betsy Lynn has. Aw, Jamie, well, if you ever want to talk about it, you can always message me. I may not know what to say or whatever, but I'm here if you need support. Yeah. Well, you can do that. Go ahead. Work on something for you. Put his on the back burner.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Melissa. All right.
Thank you. There ain't nothing worse than cold coffee in the morning.
See, I don't care.
So,
Coffee, hot.
I'm all excited. Well, it's cold here this morning. like it's cold. And for Vegas. Cold.
Yeah.
Like, let's see, what does
Yeah.
this? It's 38, which I know is probably than it is there, but it's 38.
That's a heat wave, Melissa. That's a heat wave. Let's see. Ours
Yeah.
right now is pulling up. Hold on. Is a whole 6 degrees.
Well, it's 32 degrees warmer there.
And our high of today is a 21.
Today is 60.
60 is a good number. I wish we had 60-degree weather. It's so cold here. There's still a little bit of delay in there.
Oh, I was looking at something. Where you at, Jamie?
Oh. Goodness.
So, remember I told you I ordered the paper
Yes.
things from Star Wars.
Yeah.
I ordered. Get it off out of here. Look, it was
Awesome. Those are ABs?
I got ABs. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's hard to tell because my lighting's stinks. Let me see.
My ABs just sucked my wax out of my pen. Darn it.
I got like really bad lighting, but I got yellow and I got.
Jamie
So
says
it's
she's in
9:46, 3:06. Oh, my mom's in Ohio. That violet purple
Indiana. Ooh, pretty.
and white. 5200.
I love
907
white.
and 930. I don't know.
So pretty.
Dyslexic. I am dyslexic in the morning.
It's okay. I'm dyslexic all the time. They're very pretty.
Mornings are not my friend. Oh,
Were you
thank
able to save that camp?
because I haven't tried yet. I have to go out today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that upset me. I'm gonna take when I start math. I'm gonna make because I think somehow in the process, some of them on the right way and some of them off. There's some of them on the wrong way. I'm gonna double check
Right.
until I figure this out.
Right.
I would. The reason you ruined a painting, but
Yeah,
I mean I've seen people and used them.
Right. I just get the roll from Walmart and just go from there. Jamie says your audio's struggling again. And she also asks your mom lives.
I truly. Yeah, I'm from Ohio originally. And raised but coast and between California, Utah, in Vegas since, oh my gosh, 20 years come 4th of July. Holy smokes. That's, I didn't realize. That just made me feel even older. I already feel when I realized that I've been years like home state a
Yeah,
long time.
I've been away from, well, it's not really my home state. I was raised all over the place, but my constant, I've been away from that for 10 years, so I kind of know the feeling. Actually, no, it's been 11 years this year. I was 15 when I moved to
11 years.
Alabama.
And your home state?
Actually, my home state would be Idaho, and that's my constant state, anyways. It's not
And
really
where
my
were you
home
born
state.
at?
That's where Connecticut. I'm a Navy brat. We were all over the place.
Oh, I am so. Where? Yes.
Yeah. Hello,
I live in
Crashly.
like. Good morning. And I owe you. I have your pens here. They're going out today.
I will make sure of
All
that.
right.
I have nothing going on today, so I
Yeah.
can remind you.
Let her ask her what I can do about my audio, because she's saying that she what I'm saying, which we know that is an issue today.
What can she do for her audio? It is very laggy. So I just typed it in chat and said it out loud. She's gonna hear it in 20 seconds anyways, but
Find placers. Oh, now I'm trying to bump things and spill things. And yep, I can't find them.
yeah, Crashly says the only time I've ever heard of it doing that is if the host's internet is sluggish.
Great. And do anything about it. Stop this, reset my internet.
Right.
Which may not have a choice.
Right. See, they're saying mine is clear and they can hear me fine. So it could be your webcam.
Could be my well. Let me try switch. See if I can switch over, which means I look at my mug, and it's not a pretty mug this morning.
It's early morning. No one cares. It's okay.
All right, now how can I approach it?
You should be able to.
Nice.
I don't remember how. Don't ask me. If Dave was here, he would know. I can't tell you.
Oh, pop this up.
Jamie says we won't look.
Okay. Yeah, please don't.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning. Is this any better?
I can't tell. And it's still delayed on, there it is. It's delayed on YouTube, so you'll get feedback in a minute.
And see, I usually can hear myself, I think. I can't remember.
Jamie said,
yeah, well, I'm still learning about creating content, so I'm no help to myself.
yeah. Your screen is still laggy and your audio is a little bit laggy, but I don't hear it glitching up. But that I don't know. It might be different through YouTube. Crashly says that's better, I think.
Get anything on my YouTube studio, and I can't even get YouTube to open my
Jamie
computer.
says tell a story so she could actually hear and see a difference.
Tell a story. Oh God, I'm a good storyteller. Let me see something here.
How did you meet your husband?
How did I meet my husband? I met my husband a long time ago. There was a dating, it's now Match.
Oh, okay.
If Match is even in existence. But at that time, it was Love at AOL.
Love at AOL. Aww.
And I just moved. Ashley, are you still here? Okay. I think she's still here. So from Ohio. And I wasn't looking for a boyfriend. Somebody to hang out, show me the rope. So I created profile. And God, show what I'm doing instead of showing. So and of
it's still
course
going.
They didn't give you a lot of options. It's not like you could. Is it? Shoot.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do something with my audio.
And your visual's kind of choppy as well. Still, it's probably just your internet, and there's really nothing you can do besides end stream and restart. But
let me see something here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You can. Better? Worse? Same?
Yes, I can hear you better. Go to cam/mic settings.
That's where I'm at.
Go to camera resolutions and click high definition. See if that helps your visual.
Okay, hold on a second here. Hold on here. I had to. All right, so go to. I was at the audio trying thing with the audio.
Yeah.
I'm at 720p is the highest that this gives.
Okay. Yeah. Crashly thinks it's your internet, and Jamie says we're.
I appreciate that. And I'm sorry. I'm going to call after I'm done with this and see if they can do something. Let me
Yeah.
speed this up. But I'll try and get how I met my husband's story out. So I said there wasn't a lot of options that they gave you for meeting people. I mean, as far as meeting people, yes, but when you're setting out, it was, you're looking for a relationship, you're looking for I want to
Right.
get married, everything but so I clicked on relationship, but then in my profile, I was looking for somebody to hang. Show me this huge, show me around this huge state, and so just have fun with. I think he was the third person,
Wow.
and he lied. He
Ooh.
lied. Oh, he was that. His profile was everything, everything. Entry link about 3 months, and I switched to Cox, thinking that this would be better because upgrading in my area, they won't money into upgrading my area. So I couldn't even connect my TV, could not connect to my internet. So I had a smart TV that was really, really stupid. But anyway, so yeah, he lied on his profile. The perfect specimen to a woman on
Really.
his profile. And
The perfect man.
perfect. Yeah, on his profile.
Wow.
Was perfect. So we talked for several weeks on the phone. I was along the Central Coast. We talked on the phone, or we talked on the internet, and then we exchanged numbers and we talked on, and we decided to go on a date.
Mm-hmm.
And it started off dinner, nice walk on the beach, because he had a 4-hour drive and we did have plans the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I got to hang out. He got a hotel room, and there really wasn't a whole lot to do. I lived in a town or college. I really didn't want to hang out with a bunch of kids. So after we had our dinner and walked right to where his hotel room was, it's so early. I mean, we're talking like Saturday night, 9:30 at night. It was early.
Oh, wow.
I thought, okay, we're two grown adults. We can sit in a hotel room and talk and nothing.
Yep.
Well, and they're talking and getting touchy feely. Tonight, thank you very much. Now, I had drank a few too many for me to drive back home. So again, two adults should be able to be in a hotel and be safe.
Right.
Well, when I wake up, it was all over me. I swear it was like I was sleeping with an octopus. I was like, get off me. Get off me. And he's like, we're just snuggling. I'm like, get off me. And he's like, I'm like, I know we're not doing that. Get off me. Oh, he did. And he got mad and he grabbed his stuff and he jumped in his truck and he left.
Oh, he left you?
He left.
My goodness.
I know, and I married him. Yeah, I married, but because he thought that was the story. Because it was like I jumped in the truck and I thought he'd come back. I thought he was just mad and he was just going to take a drive and call it. No, he freaking left.
Wow.
I call him and he's not answering the phone. Call him. And finally, about a week later, I still hadn't heard from him. And I messaged him on it wasn't Facebook. It was just AOL Messenger.
Right. Yeah.
And asked him what the problem was. And he's like, well, why would I be around somebody who doesn't want to be with me? Blah, 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 blah. It's just like, oh my God, really? We had our first date. Really? I mean, it's not even really what you could say a date. I mean, it was a date, but we just met. It was kind of like a blind date type thing.
Yeah. Crashly said, if a dude takes me into a hotel room and he's good looking, I'm sorry, but we're getting jiggy with it.
Well, I kind of, and I was more or less afraid of the situation that, okay, I don't know this guy well enough, we'd only been talking for a few weeks.
Right.
Not saying that I never, had a one night stand, going into it, knowing that I wanted it to be a one night stand. But I was out of a really bad situation. And I just wasn't ready for what he was ready for. Or I wasn't ready just to put myself out there and then get hurt.
Right.
Well, I was everything but, like, Miss Coffee was everything but my government name. Oh, yeah. I was a gold digger. I was all these things. Well, we remained friends. I ended up meeting somebody, got my heart destroyed, but me and my husband Mike, we were still friends. He tried to talk out of it. I ended up moving down to Southern California where he lived, because he lived in California, but he was working here in Las Vegas. So he commuted every weekend. He got off work Friday, he'd come home, go back down to California, and then come back, then leave on Sunday to come back here. And work got real scarce in the area I was living for the type of work that I did. So he told me, so we'll move down here. He said, I'm paying $1,000 a month rent to stay here 8 nights a month. He said, you might as well come and at least make my rent worth paying. So I moved down there with him. And that was a fun 7 months. Oh my God. There was a 1-bedroom. So when he was home on the weekends, I slept on the couch.
Uh-huh.
And one weekend he came home and I had a horrible week's work. I had worked 94 hours. I was just spent.
Holy crap.
I was migraines and I was exhausted. So he told me that I could sleep in his bed and he'd sleep on the couch. I'm like, okay, cool. I go to bed and I wake up in the middle of the night. I can't move and I'm sweating like a pig. Here he is in the bed, all wrapped around me.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, I've got a boyfriend too. That's the best part about it. At the time, I was seeing somebody. This was a year after we met. So I jumped out of the bed. And not only I'm not even going to go into the full details, but I seen more of him than I should have been seeing, put it that way. A whole lot more than I should have been seeing.
Wow.
So, make a long story short, he ended up giving up his apartment because his lease was up and more work was here than there. So he moved here and asked me to come with him. And I was like, no, I don't want to live in Las Vegas. I have no desire to live in Las Vegas. Never have. I don't even have a desire to go to Vegas. So he came here. I went and stayed with my mom they were needing help. Things work picked up in the area they were at, and I got my heart broke from the guy that I was seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And we moved my family to Ohio, and me and Mike started talking again. And it must have been that time, because each time we'd hang up the phone from talking, I felt like he was missing.
Oh.
It was like somebody had just taken my arm. I mean, literally, I couldn't, when it was time to hang up, when we talk, I would start crying. And I couldn't understand why. I was just like, what? I am like really emotional. What the heck's the matter with me? Well, he bets. He's a sports bettor.
Mm-hmm.
And he won some money one night.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me. And he said he was going to go treat himself to a place called Cheetahs out here,
Mm-hmm.
which is a full-on strip club. It's down to G-string, I think.
Wow.
And oh my God.
Did Melissa get jealous?
You would have thought he told me he was taking my daughter out on a date. Oh, I was livid. I was absolutely beside myself, livid. And I'm like, I mean, at this point, there's a few things I've skipped only because I really need to at this point.
Right,
I've got
right.
ears.
Right.
They'll be able to kind of give a little more background on that later. But
yeah,
I was actually married at this time. So that's why, yeah. But anyway, like, why am I jealous? I mean, me and my husband's, we were only married by name, literally only married by name. So there was like really no reason I should have even been jealous, but oh yeah, I was angry and I was hurt and I was jealous and I was mad. And why are you going and doing that? You don't need to be going to see the strippers. Oh yeah.
wow.
And I cried all night long. All night long. I laid in bed and cried. And I woke up the next morning and I still was crying. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And the phone rang and it was him. And as soon as the phone rang and I seen his name on my phone, everything was all better. And I'm like, holy smokes. And I realized at that point that after 5 years, I had finally fallen for him.
Wow.
And my husband finally realized that there was no reason to stick around because the marriage it had been dead for 2 years.
Right.
And he left. And 30 days later, I was out here in Vegas.
Wow.
And we dated a total of 7 years before we got married. And we will be married 6 years, June 30th, which is exactly 13 years to the day that we've been dating.
Wow. That's awesome.
So that's how I met my husband. So internet relationships can work.
They can. Mm-hmm.
And his excuse was from that date night, well, all you had to do is say, Mike, I like you. I'm just not ready to sleep with you.
Yeah, crush a guy's heart that way. Okay.
Mike, I shouldn't have to tell you that on the first date. I shouldn't have to say,
no,
I'm not ready to knock boots with you after 6 hours of knowing you face to face. But he's like, if you would have told me that, I like you and I'm interested in you, but I'm just not ready for that. He said, it would have been fine. I would have understood. And I'm like, yeah, no, you wouldn't have.
Nope.
No, you wouldn't have. Just no. You would not have. I mean, fortunately, he wasn't over aggressive. No, I mean, yeah, I had to tell him get off me, but it wasn't like I was fearful like that. No,
Yeah.
I was not afraid of him at all. But after the first time of saying get off me, that should have been a clue,
Right.
and there should have been no indication that I wasn't having excuse me, having a nice time with him because we were laughing. And I mean, we were really having a nice time. I mean, he could make me laugh like nobody else. And here we are, 18 years later. And that's how long we've known each other now. And he still makes me laugh like nobody's business.
Yeah.
So it should have been an indication that, yeah, you're a nice guy and I'm having fun. But I just not ready to go there. You just celebrated your 3rd-year anniversary? Very good. Well, now he smothers me and cuddles all the time, Crashly.
Well, Dave and I are
now I'm menopausal and can't deal with it. What's that?
Dave and I are coming up on our 4 months. It's crazy.
Yeah. Time going by fast.
What the crazy part is I feel like I've known him forever.
And see, that's the thing. I think that's the nicest part real about internet, meeting somebody on the internet, because you spend when you meet them on the internet, more time, because you only have the option of talking to one another.
Right.
It's not like you're going out someplace, you're going out on dates and you're watching other people and doing other date. With the internet, you're literally focusing all of your thoughts and attention on that person when they're talking to you and such, that you can tell the person on the internet that you might not necessarily be able to tell them face to face, because you look at it this way: oh, if I tell you it doesn't work out, so what? But if I tell you something face to face, you might run for the hills, and it's more embarrassing, I guess, to let your skeletons out of the closet, or really be you when you're face to face with someone. I feel I can actually be me more on the internet to somebody than I can face to face.
Yeah.
And you had, you don't have any disruptions. You don't, I mean, your kids right now are with your family. So you're able to focus your attention on your relationship. You don't have any, I don't want to say your kids are a distraction, because
they are, but
don't have anything.
They're a lovely distraction. But you're right. I don't have any quote unquote in the way. I get it. I get what you're saying.
Right.
Not saying
all
that
your attention.
Right.
Yeah. It's hard trying to explain exactly, because you don't want to come off, that you don't love your kids, or you don't want your kids around. But this is giving you and Dave more time to really focus on yourselves as individuals and as a couple.
Right.
And I just think that helps out so much more. And I think too, we got to know each other so well in that 5 years of knowing each other before we got together, that helped. Right. Okay. We knocked boots our first date, but we met through mutual friends on the day of his Army brother's death. His good friend was engaged to me, heard of him and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's horrible." So we spent hours together, and we all just consoled each other. We started talking the next day and spent hours and hours talking every day. Well, sometimes situations like that actually help bring you closer together. And yeah, sometimes knocking boots really can make a sad heart smile. So that's really cool. That is really cool. So we've been talking for a month before our first date, so it wasn't weird at all for us either of us. But you had actually seen him before, correct? I mean, like actually seen him, or that was your first date was your first interaction face to face with one another in any way, shape, or form, right? Yeah, and I think another reason I was afraid of knocking boots that first time is I didn't know him. Just I don't know. At that time, there was a lot of issues with internet, really, meeting people on the internet and girls coming up, missing and
Right.
raped and all that kind of like the Craigslist type stuff. And yeah, I wasn't about that. I was more scared. I mean, yeah, I put myself in that hotel room. So, I wouldn't have been able to blame anybody but myself.
Right.
I fully knew what I was doing when I wasn't drunk. Like I said, I had a few too many drinks that I felt safe driving for somebody else's safety, but I knew I had all my faculties about myself. I mean, there wasn't an issue there.
Right.
I wouldn't have even been able to, if he would have forced himself on me, I would not have even been able to say it would have been a fight.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a fight on his end, but it wouldn't have been because I drank too much. Because I think I had dinner, and then after dinner, I had a glass of wine, and then they had, with our meal, it came with an actual after drink. So you had an option of like a Bailey's or amaretto. So I had a shot of Bailey's. So 2 beers, an amaretto, a Bailey's and a glass of wine. I'm not that much of a lightweight, so it wouldn't have snowed me. I just, I was very comfortable, put it that way.
Right.
Now after us being together and stuff, now I regret not having that first night, because we'd probably still be together. So we'd be celebrating 18 years of being together and probably multiple more years of being married.
Right.
But it was just because he's a good guy. I mean, he is a good guy. He's a Neanderthal because he loves sports and he's from New York. So he's very loud. He's very opinionative. That part I have big issue with. But he's he's funny. He's good to me. He's good to my son. Yeah. He's a good guy. But I think at that time too, I would have taken advantage of him. I would have used him for honest. And I told him that. At that time, I just was not in a good place.
Yeah.
And I would have used him. I would have.
You have to be
I
ready.
actually had to get, yeah, I actually had to hit rock bottom in my life emotionally. And he pulled me out of it.
Right.
But I appreciate him now. I don't take him for granted. And I would have taken him for granted, and I wouldn't have appreciated him at that time.
Right.
We spent 5 hours together. Our friend whose fiance died, him and I, on January 8th, 3 years ago. Oh. I had hugged him. He cried all over me. I kissed his neck that first night, so it wasn't uncomfortable at all by the time we had our first date. You got yourself as a sad story, but has a happy ending. That it was nice that you were able to be there for each other in that way to start your relationship. But yeah. So we know kind of how you and Dave met, but what actually, how did that it take off?
Well, I kind of, been poking in his inbox. See, my marriage and it was a mess, and I was seeking just a way out. I didn't care how. I was going to
Mhm.
use and abuse anybody who would let me. And
Mhm.
so I was just kind of looking around, and I was like, "Oh, he diamond paints.
You're honest about it.
Ah, he diamond paints, and he lives far away, so maybe I can use him." I didn't know I was going to fall in love with him, but
Now, does he know that your intent initially was to use him?
well, now he does because he's watching the replay, I'm sure. No, I don't think he knew at first. He probably had a suspicion though. But yeah, September I talked to him. I said, "Hey, I've been crushing on you a little bit." And I said, "Oh crap, I'm married. I shouldn't have said that. Never mind, ignore that." A few minutes later, he goes, "Yeah, really?" I was like, "Yeah," and it kind of just hit off from there.
That's funny. All right. What's Crashly saying? Okay. Kerwin and I like devoured each other on the same. Oh, well, I can tell you. Oh, by the way, little disclaimer here. This is not a channel for a child. If you're a child, which I know there's only 3 people in here, but if you are a child under the age of 18, please leave the channel. When we ended up, like I said, we knew at the time, I mean, it was after my ex left, and he's like, well, we knew that coming out here, that was a permanent thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to come out and then leave. So he flew to Ohio and then get me, and then we drove back cross country. And the first night, I mean, his flight got in at like midnight, so we got a hotel room that night because there was no way we were going to start driving. Got a hotel room that night, and because my mom wouldn't let him come in the house. Now, the funny thing was, she was his fan. She tried getting us together throughout our whole first couple years, and I just wasn't. I wasn't interested in the person as a friend, but all that. But I just wasn't interested in a relationship at the time. Like I said at the time. So when we got the hotel room, he just kind of like went like back to my mom. So then finally, when we get together, now she's mad because he's taken me clear across country. I was like,
"Oh,
good gravy, mother. You can't have it both ways. I mean, we're sorry that his work keeps me so far away from my family, but it is what it is." So anyway, we get the hotel room that night so we could get a good night's sleep, get up in the morning and leave. And he goes in the room, we grab something to eat, we go back to the hotel room, we ate, watching TV, and him being all up in his business, all snuggly and hangy and clingy, and he's kind of being I mean, he wasn't pushing me away or anything like that, but he wasn't being like he was on the first night we met. That's for sure.
maybe he finally got the hint."
I don't know, but he was just sitting there watching the game, or watching TV, not the game. He was watching TV. And finally, I just went into the bathroom and came out, and I went in looking one way and came out looking another way. And I think his jaw's probably still laying on the floor in that hotel room after all this time. Yeah, so I initiated that night. And he was really surprised because he was like, are you sure? No, not not sure at all. I just went in the bathroom fully clothed and came out with only my skin, and you're gonna ask me if I'm sure. Are you sure? I mean, are you really? Are you serious? So yeah, that was a ravaging night, that's for sure.
Dave's not here. He
Now
said.
I have nobody to blame. Oh, Dave's not here?
That's what he said.
Morning, Dave.
But
That's funny.
yeah.
Let's see.
At least you
Did
waited.
you incriminate yourself?
At least you waited until like the second hotel room stay. We didn't wait. We didn't waste no time.
No, that wasn't our second hotel room stay. That was 32 miles away from my mom's house.
Oh, we'll see. You still
I
waited.
mean, well, it was the second hotel room stay, but it was the very first date. Like I said, just
Right.
like you guys have been talking for longer than we had.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just scared.
That was our first time meeting in person, and we wasted no time. Not gonna lie.
But you guys was already in a relationship basically with each other.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wasn't even like that for a relationship. I was just looking for somebody to hang out with. And he was looking for an immediate relationship. I mean, we're like, immediate. We're going to meet. We're going to sleep together. We're going to move in together tomorrow. We'll be married next week. No.
Jamie said,
The married next week thing wouldn't have happened.
She said, I wouldn't have wasted any time either, girl. When you know, you know.
And see, and that's the thing. I didn't.
Yeah.
At that, I knew when when he flew to Ohio and we were driving, to kind of get me to go back. I knew then, but that first initial date, no, I didn't know. No, but now that's why I said I wasted 5 years, because that 5 years that we were friends, we could have been, more than friends.
Yeah.
And I wasted that time.
I don't even think it was 15 minutes, Dave. I think it was like instant. Ashley said Kerwin was the worst.
Funny.
We were going at each other in the first date, and he says, I think we should wait. I smacked him. I said, don't leave me hanging, you ass. But then we hung out the next day. Just didn't sleep. That's how it was supposed to be.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, no.
That's funny. Oh, I can just imagine I wonder how many thumbs down I'm going to get on my replay.
It'll be all right.
Oh,
it's still views.
I haven't gotten any yet, but hey, I've also lost a subscriber, and I don't know why. It's probably because I haven't put content up. But I have all these ideas and this, that, and the other thing, and nothing's forming properly, and it's been busy. And
I understand. I just posted my first video of the year yesterday. So.
Well, yesterday I planned on putting up a video, but then once I got those results back, that kind of put a damper in my mood. So
I get it.
I went and laid down and took a nap. I needed it.
Yeah. Ashley says girls get blue balls too, just not the same way.
No, it's I'm sure it's the same similar feelings, just not in the same way. That's funny.
Jay says he gains 2 and then loses 1. I'm assuming he's talking about subscribers.
I gain 2 and then lose 1. Yeah.
I don't pay attention.
I have a goal of 100 for a giveaway, and I since I'm not exactly sure what my giveaway is going to be, it's really good that I haven't hit 100 yet, but
Right.
long as to hit that 100, I guess I have more time to think about what my goal is going to, or what my giveaway is going to be.
Crashly says, not in this community. LOL. We all talk about this crap. I'm assuming about the thumbs down. And then Jamie says, Crashly, we really do. Kerwin doesn't believe me, Crashly said.
Well, you can't put a bunch of girls, which we're going to add Dave to this now because, you know, he's definitely not a girl.
No,
Ashley. Amber can, definitely.
I can vouch for that. He's not a girl.
Confirm that. Yeah. He's not a girl. But when you put a bunch of girls in a room together, we're going to talk.
We're going to talk, and we're going to sound
we may not admit that we're going to talk, but we're going to.
Right.
It's freaking politics, man.
You gain one, or you gain two, lose one. It is politics. That's ridiculous. See, that's why I don't pay attention to numbers. I used to be so insecure about the numbers, and then I just kind of took somebody's advice and didn't worry about the numbers. Now I just don't care. I think I'm almost at 300 though. Last I looked, which was.
I don't care, but I'm almost at 300.
Well, I don't. I mean, I gave up.
I've got my husband breathing down my neck. You know, when is your channel going to take off? When is your channel going to take off? And I was like, it's not going to take off overnight. Well, he sees that kid, that little, 7-year-old or whatever, who started his channel reviewing toys, and now he's got more subscribers than anybody on YouTube.
Yes.
And he's making like millions of dollars a year. Yeah, that's what he wants me to do.
My son watches them. I know exactly who you're talking about. But
like,
no, that takes time. It didn't happen overnight. That channel, it took time.
And then when I tell him, you know, well, I've got to buy stuff and I've got to review stuff. He's like, what do you mean you got to buy stuff? I was like, you got to put money into your channel.
Absolutely.
You know, you got to do things to make money. You have to spend money to make money. All right, wait a minute here. That drives me nuts. He thinks he can just say something about raunchy and then it's go time now. I always want it, but you got to work at it. Exactly.
Yep.
You gotta run the baby before you had it. Oh God.
You gotta burn the baby. Oh my God, crazy.
That's absolutely freaking hilarious. I'm never going to be able to eat spaghetti to the same now.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to eat spaghetti the same either.
Yeah, you don't prime the runway that way. Nope. Yeah. There's a lot more than saying something to heat up the moment.
Right.
That just starts to warm the water. You got to do more to bring it to
you gotta
right.
You gotta make sure the oven's hot before you put the
food in it. Exactly. You can't put the gas on in the oven till it's hot.
You can't just preheat it and then stick it in. You gotta make sure it's
reaches
right.
temperature. Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
How's that for
you turn it preheated dinner? It's going to take longer to cook that way because things are going to start cooking outside and not be hot. You're cooking inside.
Yep.
All right, so now we've got food and kitchen analogies.
You got to boil the water before adding the pasta, Crashly said.
Right. Somebody, I have to have spaghetti tonight. Oh, that's fun.
You gotta tenderize the meat before you broil it. Crashly said she could go all day.
She's good too. I gotta remember some of these. All right. I will be right back.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
2 minutes.
Dang. Oh goodness. I mean, I haven't complained yet, have I, Dave?
See, clean up your room. Did you get on the computer for school yet? Get on the computer for school.
Oh goodness. You gotta get up before you start grilling. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Crashly, you crack me up. Don't get me laughing too hard though, because then I'm gonna snort, and I don't want to be an Ashley. Oh goodness. Too cold to burn it down. Yep. It is too cold to burn down the house. Ugh, only 6 degrees. I think that's what I said earlier. That's awful. Awkward silence.
Hey, Steven, can you do me a favor, please? Culligan's coming today. Can you get everything out from underneath the sink, like all the bottles and stuff, and put it in the container that I have on the counter, and then put the container on the floor by the pantry door, please? Just like I said, all the soaps and the cleaners and towels and stuff, and the container and the pot. Thank you, honey. Okay. I'm back.
Welcome back.
What did I miss? I gotta catch up. Dave. I wish I could have heard the conversation, not just reading the text. That would have been great. Don't burn the house down, Dave. You gotta get up before you start grilling. Oh, good gravy.
Right?
Good. Six freaking degrees. Oh my God. Nice boots. Might work in the beginning, but I need one. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Too funny. Too funny. Yeah, well, right now, the Brown household, we're in a deep freeze. Because
Send that warm weather up.
my husband, no, we're in a deep freeze in the Brown house.
Uh-oh.
With the hours that he's working, yeah.
Deep freeze. Oh.
Yeah, he goes, I mean, crepe sakes, he gets home at 4:00. He sits down at the kitchen table. The poor guy is so tired when he comes home. He sits at the kitchen table to stay awake.
Oh.
Our kitchen and we have an open floor plan.
Uh-huh.
So our kitchen, our dining room, and our living room, it's all, it's an open floor plan, and which I hate. I like each room having their own entities.
Yeah.
When I walk in the kitchen, I want to be in the kitchen. When I walk in the living room, I want to be in the living room. But he sits at the kitchen table just so I can stay awake. So he'll sit at the table, watch TV, and he'll have his one beer. And I'll walk in the room. And he's sitting in the chair with his head back like this, mouth hanging wide open, or like this, sleeping. The man can fall asleep, stand straight. Literally, he could stand there in the middle of the living room and fall asleep standing there. He's exhausted. I mean, it's horrible. I wake him up, he eats dinner, and then he goes and sits on the couch, and he's out until I wake him up. Well, he'll be in and out of sleep, but then I'll wake him up and say, Mike, you got to go to bed now. And he goes to bed, and he gets up at 3:30 in the morning and goes to work. And this has been going on since the week before Thanksgiving, that he's been working 6 days a week. And then the past 2 weeks, he worked 7 days.
Wow.
So yeah, and because of the fact that he goes to bed at 8 and 9 o'clock at night, you ain't gonna see me going to bed at 8 o'clock at night. No, that's not happening. I could go to bed. I'll lay there till 3 o'clock in the morning before I finally fall asleep. So we're sleeping in separate beds just so I don't wake him up when I come to bed.
Right.
And he is so exhausted that I can't even be in the room where he's sleeping because he's snoring so bad that I can't. I just,
yeah.
I'd suffocate him. So, yeah.
Yeah. Dave works too hard too. It's ridiculous.
I feel like I have and that's that. Dave, you nailed it. My husband says this, because I tell him there's no reason for him to force himself to stay awake, just so he can sit and watch TV. We have DirecTV. He can record everything and watch it, when he gets around to it. And he says, I don't want to just come home and go to bed. No matter how tired I am, I don't want to just come home and go to bed, that I'm working and sleeping. He can't do that. And I mean, I get it, but I mean, it's so tired, and I feel so bad for him that, and he's not getting this job that he trained for 32 years. It's not as easy as it used to be for him, physically and mentally. It's exhausting. And, he's already starting his countdown to retirement. He still has 5 years. Like, if the years can go by as fast as the day, as a Saturday does and a Sunday, and he's good. But he's so ready to get out of his trade. He used to love doing what he does. And, it used to be going out on that job site. That was his playground. And he loved it. And yeah, he's anymore. he's ready for the retirement.
Yeah, I would imagine. That's ridiculous, working all those hours.
Jamie, my husband gets up at 3:30. He leaves at somewhere between 3:30 and 4 o'clock. I mean, the alarm starts going off at 3:30. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 4:15 when he actually gets up. But he's awake all of 15 minutes and he leaves. I mean, like literally crawls out of bed, gets dressed, goes down, packs, puts his lunch in his lunchbox, grabs his keys, and out the door he goes. It takes him all of 15 minutes to get to work. He doesn't start working till 5:30. But if he's not on that job site by 4:45, he will have to walk. He'll have to park somewhere and walk about 1.5 miles, 2 miles to the job site. So he has to leave so much earlier than what he technically needs to, just so he can get with all the other trades on this job. There's over 1,000 guys on that are actually working.
Wow.
So yeah, he has to leave so much earlier. So he sits in his truck in the morning and drinks his coffee and listens to the radio. Sometimes he'll set his alarm and go back to sleep for a few minutes. Set the alarm on his phone, just take a quick little cat nap just because he's sitting there, and what else are you going to do, especially when it's pitch black out.
Aw, but have a good day, good rest of your day. I'll see you at lunch. You had to go back to work. That sucks.
Take care, Dave. Have a good day.
There's a little bit of a delay, but hopefully he'll hear it before he logs off.
You know what?
What?
I just realized something.
What?
Why didn't I... Hang on here. I have no moderators.
I'm a moderator.
Well, are you? You're not showing blue for me.
I am. And Dave is too.
Oh, okay. Oh, Dave. All right. Because that's right. Because on the thing here, YouTube for some reason.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see here. All right, you guys are going to hear echo or something probably because I'm going to getting YouTube to open up.
All right. Just don't forget to mute it.
I just got to remember what I got to do. Yeah, it's just waiting for it to open, so don't talk for a minute. Spinning. Internet is so slow. All right, so the chat's up, but I still got a spinning wheel. Okay. Oh, wow, it's really bad.
Are you talking about your delay?
Oh, I'm looking at the YouTube screen
Mm-hmm.
and catch up. Yeah. It was really, I got to figure out what I'm. Because you are
I also have a lot of lights on.
moving and I'm, as far as you're not lagging at all.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I
And
just
here you
plugged
are
in
clear up there in North Dakota. And I'm in the freaking, I got internet. Okay. Yeah.
So what are
It
you
actually
working
is
on,
better for
Jamie and
me.
Ashley? It's better for you for what?
It's better for me watching it off of StreamYard.
Yeah.
I lost my.
I knew that. You told me that already, Jamie. My bad. I forgot. She's working on her Statue of Liberty from DAC.
Oh, the watercolor one?
Is it the watercolor one? The new release one? Or which one?
I cannot wait for my AliExpress order to get here.
Yeah.
And we both just had a hamster.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
She's working on the Statue of Liberty that looks more like the map. I need to look at that one because I don't think I've seen it.
Oh,
Maybe I have. I don't know. Okay. She's going to send me a picture so I can see it.
okay. I think we lost Crashly.
Yeah, she didn't say anything in a while. Oh, that one. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty.
It is pretty. Wow, she's almost done with it.
Yeah. Speaking of DAC, I want to see when my, is it Cassia? Is that her name? Is
The
going to
witch,
be here.
the witch one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot wait for that. Oh my.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to buy anything, but you know how fast that thing's going to go?
It's probably gonna go by pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah. And all I had to pay is shipping because I had rewards. So I paid
Oh,
$6.99. I'm
that's a good deal. Dave says we have
estimated delivery.
Dave says we have the statue of
Oh,
Liberty working on.
there you go.
I don't remember it, but then again, we have so many. Yeah, he's supposed to be working, but he's
Yeah,
lurking.
he's supposed to be working and lurking.
He's lurking.
Delivery for the witch, Cassia, the 18th. So 4 days. Is it Saturday? Saturday the 14th?
I think so. Hold up. No, today's the 14th.
Yeah. I mean the 18th. So
Oh,
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, today's the 14th. Estimated delivery is the 18th. Yeah. And then for my AliExpress order, it's somewhere between the 17th and the 25th.
Okay. Well, see, they're closing for Chinese New Year's. So, but yours should be already shipped out. It should be here soon.
Well, the estimated, it said the estimated delivery was the 17th to the 25th. I mean, it's already shipped. It's shipped. Just don't know where it's at. I'm sure it's in customs somewhere. Let me see here. Track that and see what it says. Yeah, because then I have my tape, my double-sided tape coming too.
Yeah.
Let's see here. That's it. It says update dispatch from sorting center, but that was on the 8th, so there hasn't been any kind of updates. There hasn't been any updates since. All right, so I clicked on the little airplane, put the puzzle there. Yeah, there's not anything since the 8th.
Oh.
And it was saying it was in Shanghai.
They don't update that
Then. No, they don't. But it could still be sitting there that whole time.
It's possible. I don't know. I had something that said when I was still living in Alabama, I had something that said it was still in Shanghai, but the next day it was at my doorstep. So.
Right. Well, listen, when they sent it, when my initial shipping time frame, when I posted it, or I mean, when I submitted it, it said between the 17th and the 25th. Funny thing is last year, and it is funny because last year I ordered the Brooklyn Bridge. And let's see here. All orders, view all orders. For the Brooklyn Bridge, I ordered this on 1/13, and I had that same time frame. Or it was like supposed to be here like on the 25th. This thing didn't get here until, oh God, when did this thing get here? wonder if it says on my thing. I had a heck of a time with this. An absolute heck of a time with this order. Let me see if it's in my messages. I mean, it was an absolute nightmare with that painting.
Wow.
Um,
I've never had any issues with anything on AliExpress yet.
Be lucky. Be very lucky.
I have some stuff that I had shipped before I moved up here, but my ex has got those for me in a box already. I just have to give, I'm waiting until February to go get it. So it's not AliExpress's fault. That's my fault.
I didn't end up getting this thing till February 19th.
Wow.
Yeah. So I ordered it on the 13th and I got it February 19th.
Wow.
Oh, you did the world map?
Yeah. Oh, I have a
Yeah,
picture.
let me tell you what. I like the appearance of the squares, but man, does it take forever. Oh, those look pretty.
They do.
Those are nice. Yeah, I love the appearance of squares, but I love the simplicity of rounds. And the funny thing is I keep buying more square.
I prefer.
But that's why with those. Go ahead.
Oh, I said I prefer to work up rounds, but squares do look better.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they definitely have a much clearer outcome. Now, with Diamond Art Club, really, you can go either way with Diamond Art Club and their whether round or square. I think they come out just as well, one or the other. But when I got my big paintings from AliExpress, I made sure to get round this time.
Right.
It'll be so much easier doing those in round than in square. Not to mention, I've already got 165 by 55 square from Diamond Art Club I got to do. And oh man, it's going to be hard because it's all brown and green and black.
Yeah.
And that's the Enchanted Forest. Those drills better be good.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have if you have an issue with those drills, contact Diamond Art Club immediately. And they will fix.
Oh, I will. Yeah, I just hope that they're not part of their old stock. You should figure Enchanted Forest came out before and then it was gone. And then all of a sudden it popped up again. But it popped up again. Now it's popping up in discontinued.
Wow.
So it's like they brought it back to discontinue it. So yeah, I mean, let me see here because I have it kitted up. Where is it at? Of course I have it kitted up. The drills look pretty good. But because there's so much black, the dark drills are always the worst.
Yeah.
And I was watching Tiny World of Wonders did a YouTube video the other day. Everything that I thought about squares, she changed it. So I'm going to try her method. Because I always heard people say with squares to multi-place your dark squares and single place your lighter squares. She said that for her, it works better if she does it the opposite.
Either way, I do it. I mean, I use multi-placer on both color. It doesn't matter to me.
Now I've got those two paintings that I have coming from AliExpress. Like I said, they're both round.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to do solely using a single placer. That's going to take a long time. 120 by 50. It'll take a long time. But the other one, I'm going to do all multi-place.
Wow.
And see, I mean, they're round, so it's really not going to make much of a difference. But I want to see just what the for straightness, sake goes.
Yeah.
And then for one of my smaller square paintings, I'm gonna try Tiny World of Wonders method and see if it makes a difference.
Yeah. See, Jamie does the same thing. She multi-places everything she can.
And see, that's what I generally do too. And I'm gonna tell you, if you look at that painting that I'm working on down on my drafting table, that angel.
Hey, it looked good.
I'm multiplying.
It looked good last night.
Looks good. Good as I mean, that it is, and when I lay it down on an actual natural, I can see it's definitely. I'm gonna put a black backing on it, and once it gets framed, it'll be fine. I know it'll be fine once it gets framed. And we know we're our worst critics when we're working on these things because we see the imperfections. So it'll annoy us. But once it's framed, though we know there's an imperfection there.
Right.
Somebody who walks past it, they're not going to see it.
At the same time, you're not going to be like this close to it. You're going to be
right. Right. So, exactly. That's what I said. No one else is going to know it. I mean, I'll know that it's there only because I did it. But when I walk past it to the eye, I'm not going to notice it. I'm just going to know mentally, yeah, there's imperfection.
Right. Jamie, my 4-placer can hold 5 if I angle it right. My 3-placer can hold.
I can't use anything more than a 4.
I tried more than a 4 and I failed.
I cannot. And I just ordered 4-placers from Star Wars too.
Good. AliExpress has.
I like the thin ones better.
I like the thin 4-placers.
Can you get 4-placers by themselves?
I think so. I'll have to look.
All right, yeah, because when I was looking, I was finding a combination of multi-placers, and I thought I don't want to spend money on multi-placers that I'm not going to use.
Yeah, I think I saw some. I think I saw some. I'll have to look back at my.
Search history.
Yeah, that. I had a moment. Sorry.
Yeah. I've got a ton of the clear plastic ones, and I don't like them. And I'm not even real fond of the ones that come with the Diamond Art Club stuff. The 3-placers that come with them.
I don't like. I call them.
Yeah.
I like the thin ones.
A funny story. My kid operation for Christmas and asked me to play. I spanked them at it. They were like, how did you do that? I laughed and told them I could be a real surgeon. Diamond. Painting is badass training. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's part of my problem is I need more training. I definitely couldn't paint by numbers. No.
I love my paint by numbers.
Do that.
Finished. I thought about pulling it out later, but
at least. Well, they're beautiful, but at least with diamond painting, you can move the drills when you make a mistake. Can't do nothing about that paint once you put it down.
You can paint over it. It's no big deal. I actually once or twice, and nobody really knows.
But that's why. Well, I went out and bought a bunch of markers and a bunch of gel pens and a bunch of colored pencils and a bunch of coloring books. I used to color when I was a kid. I could color better as a kid than I can as an adult.
I love the color. That's what I was doing last night. I was like,
Oh, I love the color. But man,
I
I can't
felt
stand the
burnt,
lines.
I felt burnt out on diamond painting, so I kind of just took over and colored here lately. And I use gel pens. I don't use anything else. I mean, if I had colored pencils, I'd use colored pencils, but I prefer gel pens.
Mm-hmm.
And the lines aren't so bad with the gel pens.
No, you can do much better with lines and gel pens than and markers, that's for sure. I want to start crocheting again, but I don't know. I've got whips that I need to get done,
Right. I started
but at the
crocheting
same time,
again, but it's nothing.
did you?
It's nothing fancy. It's just a double stitch,
Oh,
and it's going to be for Hank when I get it done because I needed to get back into the practice of it.
well, that's all I'm doing. I've got an Afghan that I started on this time last year, and then I got too hot to work on it. Having something that hot on my lap, even though I might be cold one minute, I'm hot the next.
Right.
So I put it away, and I need to finish it. But each time I sit down and think about crocheting, then my diamond painting sucks me back in.
Yep.
And then I got my cross stitch. Oh, I want to show you my cross stitch. I bought the kit because until I learn how to do this, I'm not investing my money into buying those patterns and then buying the material and then buying the floss.
Right. I buy them by the kits.
Where's my other? Can't reach it. Where did it go? There it is. I bought two. Well, actually, I bought more than two, but I've got this one. Where's the camera? Oh, this way. There we go. Oh,
Cute.
glare. I bought that one. And then I have this one. There we go.
Wow, those are cute.
Yeah. And they're big ones.
Yeah.
15 inches by 10 inches, the snow scene one, and 12 inches by 11 and a quarter inches for the foxes.
Yeah.
And then I have this one. There I am.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, but I just cannot, I don't know. I can't figure it out. You know, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out how to just get the Q-snap on there, on these things in the right direction.
You'll have to look at some tutorials on YouTube.
Well, I was looking at a lot of them. I have a hard time seeing the way they have things angled.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's just you and me, it looks like.
Is it?
I just see two people watching.
Yeah.
Does it show us watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's just you and me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I sit there and watch and try and see what they're doing, and
Right.
their hands are either in the way, or they don't have a good angle, or they're doing it with them in front of me instead of to where, you know, that would be like how you're angled, where I'm looking at you,
Oh, Jamie.
facing you.
Jamie says she's still here.
Huh?
Jamie says she's still here.
Oh, okay. I haven't gotten any post or any comment from her since 8:48, and it's 8:54. So
Yeah.
lag. Sorry, Jamie, not meaning to ignore you if you're posting or anything, but I'm not seeing nothing. Oh, there it is. I just got it. Just seen it. But yeah, I would really like to start cross stitch.
I started cross stitch and I
figure out
finished
how
a poop emoji, but I need to get a different kit. I need to get another one. But right now we're on a no buy. So
I'm done I'm not buying anything now for a good long while. The only reason I got, like I said, my hair. Wow, I shouldn't have done that. I went to get it out of my face, and
yeah.
I didn't expect to be on here. So when I got up and took my shower, I did was just let my hair dry on its own because I didn't expect to be on cam.
Right.
And that's how it had to be. So yeah, not good. But I said with the DAC, if I wouldn't have had the $50 and wouldn't have bought it. But I didn't mind just paying the shipping because the $6.99 shipping for that. And I have enough canvases or enough paintings. I don't need any more, really. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to have new content after I open Cassia and the AliExpress ones.
Right. That's okay.
But they're whipping checks. Nobody's going to really be seeing what I'm doing anyway.
Right.
I got to find some tag questions. That's what I need to do because I need to make an actual video. And I got to find some tag questions.
I'll send you the link in a little bit of the website I get them off of.
Then that way I can put some content up here. I haven't done a video in the entire week.
Well, like I said, yesterday was my first for the whole year. So my last video I posted was before yesterday was December 27th. So on my channel, anyways. I mean, I've been.
And that was
about 3 weeks.
Was that your rose?
I was working on Ariel at the time.
Was it Ariel? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if my stomach just came over, but my stomach just grumbled really loud.
Oh, wow.
Really loud. I'm wondering, I'm just curious about something. We could do a recording on this of us.
I think so, but I'm not sure. When Dave gets home from lunch, I'll ask him because I'm more of a visual. If he shows me how to do it, I could do it and then explain it.
Right. Well, if we could do that, that's how we could do kind of post videos that way.
Yeah.
We could sit and talk while we're. That's my biggest thing. I have a hard time watching TV. I watch TV while I'm diamond painting, so I don't get as much done.
I tend to get a lot done when I'm talking to somebody. This goes by a lot faster.
You got the Statue of Liberty for $11, including shipping.
The new one?
Nice, Jamie. I'm assuming that's what she's meaning because it says I got the Statue of Liberty for $11, including shipping. Other than that, I'm trying not to buy too. Yeah, because when I told my husband I was gonna have to start buying stuff, like do something once a month, he about had a stroke. He's like, "But you got to start buying those paintings and stuff you have." And I was like, "Mike, these are all old paintings. These have already been unboxed a bazillion times, and I know everybody has a different, but it's still you want to see something different. Yeah, somebody's going to see Diamond Art Club, Hello Beastie." And they're going, "How many times do I have to watch this same video? I want to see something new." So
it's not the same video. It's your point of view on it and your talk. So maybe some people will be
right.
Dave said,
and that's the thing. I don't watch what they have the time anyway.
Yeah. Dave said that he's not even sure if you can, unless you do a private live and then.
Oh, there it is.
and then make a public in YouTube Studio.
That's what I was wondering. That's exactly, Dave, what I was wondering is if we went and did it private and then we made it public was something that could be done. And if so, how we could do it to where we would both be able to get watch time and stuff. If it would be like record one in one person's name and then post it and then do another one in the other person's. Because I know Amber's not her watch time and all that, but she, if we're going to do recordings and stuff like this together, we should both benefit from it.
I think, I'm not sure. There might be a way I could download it and upload it too, but I'm not sure exactly how.
I'm not techie when it comes to this stuff. I'm surprised I was able to get this thing to go off this morning without a hitch just on getting it to go live.
Right.
I mean, we spent 45 minutes on just trying to get it. Watch some of Dave's video. Some of before I started this morning, and that helped. Yeah. I mean, it did.
Yeah.
I remembered where I had to go because of watching him. Dave, thank you. I'll finish watching it later so I can get more information on what I need to do, but that made a huge help, and I really appreciate it.
Jamie said she did a survey for Diamond Art Club and filled it out and got $10 off. It was on sale for $14 and $4 shipping. And then she said,
nice.
She said, or one could host one week and one could host the next.
Right. And that's what I was going to have you do this week, remember? And you're like, no.
Yeah.
So if you haven't heard anything by next week, I want you to host.
Okay. I probably won't hear. I'm not even holding my breath. I'm not going to hear anything. So, okay.
I want you to get some watch time too, because this is, more sooner you can get to where you need to be on this, the sooner you can be making some money, and that'll help you out.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to be like you can,
sometime soon. I mean,
buy a house off of YouTube, from YouTube monies, but
right,
it'll help.
It will. And I'm done with that section.
Yay!
Crazy. I did that whole strip in our live.
I haven't gotten much laid down, and I just dumped a bunch of drills for 3. I only needed 3 R's, and I dumped a bunch and didn't realize I only needed 3 because I'm in Confetti City right now.
It's still crooked. Even without the light pad, you can see the crookedness.
Yeah, well, like you said, once it's on the wall, no one's going to see it.
Yeah, true.
That's something that's going to happen, though. I'm going to have framing video.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and hillbilly frame.
Yeah.
Hillbilly frame the Brooklyn Bridge.
That's going to be fun. You got 2 sections.
That's going to be a beast.
She got 2 sections done this morning.
Very good. Nice.
I made this into 2 sections. I pulled it halfway up and then I pulled the rest of it off. So I guess I did 2 sections. Small sections.
No, I'm messing with the confetti and getting this. I'm in the same section on this that I was on when we were doing this last week because I haven't touched it since last week.
Right. I might pull out my paint by numbers here in a little bit and work on it. Try out this magnifying glass. I haven't tried it. I haven't even thought about pulling out my paint by numbers in a while. So
I want to get that angel done. I'm hoping to be done with that tonight or tomorrow. I
Yeah.
don't have a whole lot left to go. I
See,
mean, let me see here. That way, Jamie can see it. I took a picture last night before, or when I finished up for the night.
see, I don't have much left on this row
I mean,
either.
that's all I have left to do.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
But
have,
it is a lot of confetti in that area.
yeah,
They're blocking, but there's a lot of confetti too. So
mine's mainly color blocking, so I'm not really complaining, but that's all I have left on mine. Hold up, where's there it is.
nice. See, that's about where I was yesterday on the angel.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I know you just want to get it done.
6 more sections. If I really buckle down and sit here and actually do it, I could probably get another that much done today. I have a
How much
problem
do you have left to do in the area?
let me get it. Hold on. Oops, bump the light pad. I'll have to take a picture and show you. It's not gonna fit in the screen. But
No problem.
I probably should buckle down and do that and just get it out of the way. It's so much freaking confetti.
And that's what I was going to say. If you want to, we could sit and do a recording with that, you and me, and then after Dave goes, for lunch, Eric goes back to work from lunch.
That's it.
Maybe if you're, oh yeah, there's a lot of confetti or a lot of color blocking.
Color, confetti.
Confetti. Well,
Yeah,
if you want to, like I said, after Dave goes back from, oh yeah, maybe if you're sitting there talking to somebody while you're doing it, you'll have to drive to do it.
Yeah. I mean, we can if you want to.
Yeah, the only thing I have to do is I'm actually waiting. Culligan's supposed to be replace my filters on my water softener. I mean, on my RO. When they're done, I got to run to the store and pick up a few things that I should have went last night to do, but didn't want to.
Right.
And then I'm good for the rest of the day. So, and it's only figure 9 o'clock here, so I don't even have to wait for I can go to the store and have my son wait here for Culligan.
Right.
So if you want to do that, we can sit and diamond paint. I'll bring up my angel, bring it up here and throw it up here, and maybe talking to you, I'll get that done today.
That sounds good. We could do that. I don't know how much we get done on this, but we could try.
Figure out what. I got to figure out what I'm going to throw up here after I'm done with the angel. I got to figure out what I'm going to put on my drafting table. I got to decide if I'm going to. I might go ahead and take this one downstairs and work on my princesses, my home, not home fun.
Heartful Diamond.
What is that? Heartful Diamond. Thank you. I might put the Heartful Diamonds up on this table here, here, and work on it because I need to get that one done.
Yeah, I need to get this one
done. I really
done.
need to get.
I'm supposed to take this one with us in February, so I need to get it done. I just don't have to drive.
And you guys leave when?
I think we're going to leave on the 30th after he works half a day. And then we'd get there on the 31st.
You mean the 29th?
whatever.
There are no 31s in 30 or 31s in February, my dear.
No, this month.
Oh, I thought you were leaving in February.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, only got a couple. How long does it take to drive?
About a 20-hour drive, I think, as he said.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It takes as long for you to get from there to Alabama as it takes almost from us to get from here to Ohio.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It took almost 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
But,
now, he isn't going to drive that straight through, is he?
No, I think he's going to take a short break first, like in between, and, I don't know. Last time he took a small break. So.
Now, do you drive?
No.
No. Now, if you get a job, how are you going to do it? Uber?
He's going to
Lyft,
take me to work. Yeah.
Oh, so you have to make sure you get something that coincides with his hours.
Yeah.
Or when he's not working, which will suck because you guys will never see each other.
Yeah.
Well, we are over now, so we should probably end this.
Yeah. We probably should.
I don't know who's next.
All right. I don't know who's next either, but I'll go ahead and talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me.
All right, my dear. You're my girl for this is our thing here.
Yeah.
So, but thanks, Jamie, for stopping in. I really appreciate the support, and you guys want to share and all that fun stuff. It's like talking to just the two of you makes no sense. But thank you for stopping in, and I will be back. Me and Amber will be back next Tuesday, same place, same time, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time. And if you could, like I said, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, Jamie.